Hi Libra, welcome back to those of you who've been here before, and welcome for those of you who it's your first time. This is Surrender to the Flow Tarot, and I'm Denise, and I will be doing a general timeless reading today for the collective of Libra. That's Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, any placement. It's just a general reading, so it might not resonate with everyone. Take what resonates and leave the rest, and be careful not to insert yourself into a story that isn't yours. Okay, so today's reading is, what is the head versus heart decision that you have to make right now? So we're asking the universe that, and we're asking the universe what's blocking you, where does the universe want you to go, and what you can do to get into that space that the universe wants you to be in. So today we are using, I have so many decks pulled, but we're pretty much using one, which is the Tarot Lenormand. And this is my first time using this. I got this months ago, like a while ago. And I actually got it by accident because I thought it was the Lenormand cards. If you're familiar with those, they're a set of cartomancy, like divination cards that were based on a fortune teller, a Parisian, I think she was Parisian. What was her name? Marie Lenormand. Right? No. Marie. Damn it. I forget her last name. I don't want to. Okay, hold on. It's right in here. Yeah, it is. Silly Denise. Okay. So I've been like scattered like that, setting up, and I think I'm picking up on your guys' energy. It's like directed and organized, but at the same time, there's like a anxiety to it underneath it all. So if that's how you're feeling, let's just take a second. Yeah. Okay. I'm wondering if I should get my rose quartz necklace. All right. The other deck I'm using is the Rider-Waite. And then if we use any others to clarify, I'll show you what they are. So the Lenormand has been sitting on my shelf, not even with all my other tarot cards and stuff, since I got it, because I just felt like it wasn't for me. And today I walked by, and I walk by the shelf every single day. I sit right next to it. It was like illuminated on the shelf. And I was like, and I pulled it, and it just, boom, we're aligned. I'm finally aligned with its frequency. So today is the lucky day for all of you. And I have two other decks that were like some of my original decks that the boxes were sitting on there. And those also were like, so I dug those out too. So we might be, I'll just show you those. These are the ones we might be using for clarifiers. The Influence of the Angels Tarot and the Bianco Nero Tarot. Always with the glare. Okay. Today's reading was inspired by truth. I hate the glare. I don't know how to make it not be there. And the chakras, and specifically the colors of the chakras, in that order. Okay. So you can meditate on those two things while you're watching this if you want, or you don't have to, but it just might help energetically. Okay. In your pre-shuffle, I use the Rider-Waite. So I do pre-shuffle just to, for every sign, to gauge like the energies, the underlying, you know. What came up was the Five of Cups in reverse and the Four of Cups in the upright. This is really interesting. So what it's telling me is that you guys are sad. There's this emotional feeling of loss that you were deeply saddened by it. And for a while, it was all that your focus was on. There was a love offer put out that wasn't received. And that is what is making you sad. And for a long, I'm so in this like expansive, but like slightly fantastically exaggerating. That's what's coming through mode. Like romantic, you know what I mean? Like there's a romance in sadness. Some people romanticize it and they don't even realize they're doing that. I did that for most of my life. I just realized it within the last year and a half, 2 years, after going through the worst heartbreak I've ever been through in my entire life. You know, you have two choices, right? It can take you down and out forever for good, or you can let it turn you into a phoenix. And that's what I did. So, but it was a long process, and I can't say I'm totally 1,000% out of it, but I'm really close. Okay, so, which is probably why y'all are here, because the frequencies are similar. Okay. You are in a place where you are coming out of holding on to the loss and to the grief of that. And you're starting to see the 2 cups that are full. And you realize that there's value in everything that you just went through. You're still kind of in it, like, you know, you're not out yet, but you're taking those first steps out of the ditch. You know what I mean? Kudos. Okay, so let's see what your head versus heart decision is. Okay? We're using the Lenormand tarot for that. What is the head or heart decision with the Libra Collective? What is the head or heart decision with the Libra Collective? You got the Judgment. That is. And on the bottom is the Star. Okay. This is a good thing. It's a long time coming for you, meaning either what you're dealing with, the underlying of it, has been present for a long time, long before this specific situation. Or, and it's, oh, where did I lose my, I lost, see, hold on. I'm not going to start this over. Hold on. Or the situation you've been in specifically has been going on a long time. It can be both too. So Judgment is a liberation, right? It's the truth being laid out, all the facts being laid out, and they're being addressed with truth. It's an undeniable, you can't deny it anymore, right in front of you, opportunity for transformation. Didn't we just talk about that, right? Being the phoenix, going from letting something defeat you or letting it rebirth you. So, okay. And I see this screaming liberation. And that's what you're deciding. You're deciding what you're going to do with the Judgment. You know what to do. You know what needs to be done. It's right in front of your face. Everything. And not just externally for the other person, but also that this is for you. Judgment is a call for a consequence, right? For actions, but it's for both parties. It's not just for one. You know what I mean? Because even if we both contribute, you know what I'm saying? Different levels and stuff, but let's see what's blocking you, lovely Libras. What is blocking you? I'm using the Lenormand again. What's blocking Libras from making a judgment? What's blocking Libras? The Eight of Swords, anxiety in your head. What's blocking Libra? The Empress. And the Four of Swords is on the bottom. I don't think this is not a person who's not you. I'm going to pull a card on that, but this is you. This is, even if you're male, you don't, so there's no gender in tarot. When we talk about feminine or it's masculine or it's a card depicts one, it can mean the person, but it can also just mean, it means no matter what, the aspects of whatever that card is. You feel me? So this would be the feminine aspects of feeling fully able to do everything, to create. The Empress is the divine, is the human manifestation of the divine emotion into a human form, right? And she's the accumulation of all the queens, all of them. So that's all of them. The Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Coins, Pentacles. She's all of those. Plus she's the High Priestess. You feel me? She's the top level of human. You can't get higher than an Empress human wise, okay? So if you are masculine or non-binary and this is representing you, it's saying that you need to look at those parts of you that feel fully confident, fully feet in the earth, fully able, always not on the ready, not on the defense, but in your space, feeling radiating beauty, all inner source, not from the out sources as in and putting it back. You're creating it. The Empress is creating the life force energy. So this is telling me that you need to take a break. You need to, not just like a Four Swords, not just like a spa break, although you could do that. It has to be, it probably is actually physically something you can do. So a different space, put yourself in nature, drink water, get a massage, go to a museum, whatever, go running, walking, exercising. So it's that, and it's mental. It's things that will not make you distract from what you're doing, but will rejuvenate you and replenish you, especially here, because you're taking these facts and you're mixing them up with your emotions and your projections, and that's what's getting this anxiety in your head about this. You know what I mean? There's some kind of attachment to an outcome or something there. So that's what's blocking you. I'm not gonna pull a card on the Empress to see if it's you or someone else, because it's not. Although something in my, this is what's coming out. The only way this is someone else is if you have issues with your own mother. Or your views on women, or if your views on women need to be relooked at. And you're seeing them not as empresses that they are, or that the role model for you did not model that, and it caused, and then look at what it caused in you, the way that your processing is, and the way that your protections you've created, what they are, because that's If that's not healed, and it isn't, this is coming up and you're here, they need to be looked at. You feel me? Okay. Let's see where the universe wants you to go. Where did I put it? Still using the Lenormand, because the Lenormand is dope. We're going to do just a split. Yeah, a split and a shuffle. Okay, thank you. Truly. Okay. Okay, where does the universe want you guys to go, my Libras? Temperance in reverse. Okay. It wants you to let go of controlling, trying to control outcomes. You can lead a horse to water, an elephant to water, but you can't make him drink. That's what's screaming out to me. And look at this. Look at how look how far away that is, but look how perfectly it's going in there. And this is happening because she is fully one and grounded, right? She's in balance. And there's this big ass elephant behind her, right? She could be scared, but she's not scared because she's in her energy and the elephant's energy, they're all together. You understand? They're on the same frequency. She feels it. If it was threatening, she would get out of there. The universe wants you to take action. You're blocking the temperance. Where temperance is usually asking you to be patient, right? To just wait with divine timing, right? The universe is telling you that the divine timing is here, and you need to catch up to it. You feel me? Like you need to start taking the action, not just like thinking about it. You have to make it into action. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense for you guys. Because you got stuck. But the temperance is coming up. So and the judgment, remember, you are right there. You're right there. You're not in like I was going to say the Four of Swords, but that is where it wants you to be. But this is what's on the other side of that. You understand? So here's what this also is saying to me, screaming that even if this is new to you or you kind of have an idea, you all are magical oracle manifestors, okay? That's your birthright, and you are so close and to connecting it all the way. So if me saying this to you is doing something to your insides, now is the time. Now is the time for you to let those gifts out, for you to trust in yourself and become the Empress, right? So that this can happen, so that you can transform into blah, 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 blah. Right? Okay. Let's see. Sorry. Shifting. Let's see what you can do to get into that space. Because it's no fun when you got a reading, right? And they tell you this is what you need to do. And they say, okay, you got to do, you need to go into the flow, but they don't tell you how to get into it. And if you don't already know how to do that, you are lost. Because people say, let it go or something, right? And you're like, okay, what the fuck does that mean, right? Because it's specific for you, the way that you have to process to let something go. So that's why we're asking, and I usually always do this, for advice for what you can do and what steps you can take as of right now, immediately, to help get yourself into alignment, into the space that the universe wants you to be in. Ready? Strength. Didn't fall out, but it flipped. But not over my thumb. I only take one step, flip over my thumb, and fall out. the Ace of Pentacles. You have an opportunity. The universe has already given it to you. It's a new beginning. You already have it, and the universe wants you to take it. It's an opportunity of a stable, it's the beginnings of your legacy. And everything is there already for it to go positively. But there's also for it to go negatively. And the way it doesn't is the way you choose. And you can't just choose in your brain. You have to choose in your brain so that it locks, you know, it turns your heart, not locks it up, but unlocks it. And then you have to also learn what you need to do daily, regularly, to keep yourself in a space where you are a continuous cycle, ingoing, outgoing with the universe. That's all you need. That's all you need. Everything meant for you will come in. If you keep your awareness, you will stay safe in there too. Okay. Yeah. That's it. Yo, this is a good reading, and I feel like there's stress and stuff, but remember how I said, like, the energy I was picking up on was this, like, directed energy that had a goal, but there was still, like, some chaos to it, some anxiety, because you're doubting it. You're not flowing, and you're still trying to control. There's still things you want. You gotta work on, and you're on the right path. You're on the right path. You're on the right path. All right, Librans. Thank you for coming, and thank you for sharing your energy with me. I love doing readings. It makes me feel so much joy. I love being able to share it. Like, share, or subscribe if you want. It helps the channel out tremendously, and it lets me know that you guys are into this and that you want me to continue. You want to continue this collaboration between you and moi. And okay. All right. Thank you. See you next week.